Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show. TBR is nothing else but the big R solutions. This morning, I'm joined by Pagachuch. uh, Siwemu is not here. Siwemu is on his way to Safa. He wanted to do it, while he's in the taxi. But the noise is unbearable. So it's fine. Sana, wish you good luck, man, and then we'll hear from you. What's happening? Let me welcome Tabinho. Tabinho, the only Brazilian that we have on the show. Tabinho,
Thank
welcome.
you, Brother Saubrey. Thank you for Brother Saubrey. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be on the show. And greetings to the viewers as well.
You know what? Akasiqale ngawe. Eish, wena ufundisa abafana abancane ukuthi kwenziwani.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just walloped that team 6-0. And then that shows good abafana abancane they must learn good to kwenziwani. Let's look at the results of Nedbank Cup. As I'm saying, Pirates has beaten the young boys 6-0, which is a lesson. I mean, this is what you should do. You are professionals, and then you should show them that you know what, who's the main guy, okay? And then we see that there is what is this? I can't see properly here. Ravens, I think.
Raven.
Ravens, and they played 1-1. And then the next team, can you see this? I can't see it properly. They also,
JBR Stars.
yeah, although they lost the Ravens, they lost 3-1 on penalties, and then it says JD or J what? They
JBR.
they lost 1-0. And then yeah, and Roca Silos, they won 3-1 on penalties. And then Richards Bay also proceeded to the next round. Now let's talk about your 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 Pirates. Maybe you want to say something about Pirates, and then moreover, you guys have won. What do you want to say? A quick.
Yeah, my brother Saubrey, I think I need to compliment the team for the level of professionalism they've shown. They didn't undermine the team to say, it's a team from a lower division. Um, they kept their heads up. They scored 6 goals. In short, I would say never Halimalian. So,
Mm,
you send a message to those smaller teams to say,
mm,
parents are not your peers. We are, two, three
professional
levels
team.
above.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
we are a professional team.
mm,
And I need to also compliment Coach Jose Riviera.
mhm,
He played, his full squad. He
mm,
didn't save any players and said, let me use my free players. I
mm,
mean, you had the cream a la cream there. You had your Tito Masangani,
mm,
you
mm,
had your Maela, you had your Olisanda.
mm,
You had a full strength team.
mm, mm.
So that shows, the seriousness and the level of professionalism that, the team has portrayed, against, the team from lower division. But again, we also need to compliment that team. I mean, for them to qualify for the last 32, it's an achievement.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Yeah, not everyone qualifies for the last 32. It's a lesson for them. I think they've learned something out of this, and they will take that and put it into the lesson they've learned and put it in their next game.
All right, let's move on. Today's topic is we are talking Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know what's happening at Kaizer Chiefs, but let me tell you about exciting news. I got a call
Mm,
from Lelentle, I think, Lelentle Msimani, probably is Peter's
mm.
daughter. She called me. She thought that I'm still at the voice of Timbisa. Yeah, Lelentle Msimani.
Oh,
She said. Pito said, please, Voice of Tembisa, contact this guy. You'll put in touch. I said, I'm not there anymore. But I've been trying to reach you guys because I want to interview guys. Look, I'm very much impressed with what Pito is doing. That's me personally. You know that former players, what do? They form teams, they do this and that and that. And then he took a different approach. They form teams, they become coaches. So it's predictable what's going to happen. He did something that for me, it's great to go out there and unearth talent. And not only in terms of players, including the coaches. So for me, it's you know what, it's a master stroke. I'm very much impressed with that. And then so I need to understand how do they run these things and stuff like that. I did send her some WhatsApp at some point, and then she acknowledged that I received the WhatsApp. And then I think that was last year or so. And then yeah, so I think very soon I'll be talking to them. And then a big up to Coach Pito, and I understand he has won his case, the tribunal case. And then I don't have much facts on that one. So as a result, I'm not gonna say much about that one. Let's move on quickly, and then I want to say, Mamelodi Sundowns, they've done themselves a very good job. They've won their game in the CAF competition, which is very exciting for me because I see Mamelodi Sundowns representing us. Because for me, this is very important. We need to show out there, especially in an African continent. If needs be, let's go to the world. We need to show that we are there. We are a country. I mean, South Africa is a country with all possibilities and opportunities. So sometimes it was worrying. That is why Samuel Eto'o was saying he does not understand why South Africa is struggling with the league that they have, with the facilities that they have. So big up to Mamelodi Sundowns for representing. So keep up the good work, and then we'll be there watching you guys and rooting for you. And you know that Saddam always shares with us the Tembisa branch. You know, Tembisa branch, they're not sleeping. Abafan Nana Mapakane Lele, you know. They'll give me the news, what they're doing, and then as you can see, they are playing Cape Town. They're playing Cape Town Spurs on the 30th of March. They're already starting to mobilize now. Look, 30th of March. They're starting to mobilize now to say, look, they will be leaving from Swazi in garage. Transport is 1,230. So that's Saddam. You know, he'll always give you something about Kaizer Chiefs. He's a Chiefs fan through and through. Maybe it was good for him not to come here because we are talking Chiefs. We want to understand what's happening there. And then Banyana tonight they are playing. They are playing, and then you know Banyana. They are also a team that is a pride. They are playing Tanzania in Bombela. And then hopefully the people in Bombela, please go and support Banyana. If people from Johannesburg or the other parts of the world are able to go there, because the support plays a major role. So it would be nice for anybody to go there and support Banyana, and then so that we know. I mean, if they have support, they will definitely be motivated. Now, as I said today, I want us to discuss what is happening at Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know now. Okay, Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. No one doesn't know that. We all know that Chiefs is the big team. All right, but they are now a shadow of themselves. All right. Now, I don't know when things are like this, where the blame should go. Should the blame go to the management, or should the blame go to um, the players or coaches? And then, but we will share that. But before that, let me see whether I can see that. No, that is why I didn't want to talk about. Okay, can you see this? Okay, no, let me show you. I wanted to share the NetBank Cup for now. The fixture.
The draw.
Remember there was a draw, and then
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's clear, I can.
Yeah, and then I see that Milford, and then they're playing Stellenbosch, and Mamelodi Sundowns, they're playing Maritzburg United, Skukune, they're playing Amazulu, Chipa United, they're playing the Ravens, that's Ravens. Orlando Pirates, they're playing Hungry Lions. I wonder whether this is the Velcom Hungry Lions, because there was Hungry Lions in Velcom. And then
Right.
University of Pretoria, they're playing Morocco Swallows. Richards Bay, they're playing Supersport United. D General, this is Batukado's team. They are doing well. Did you see the crowd that attended that game?
No, I didn't watch. Didn't see.
No, no, no. It was on social media. It was massive, massive, massive. The people in the Free State are really hungry for football. So they are playing Tears Galaxy. So we wish the D General, let's see, maybe they'll go to the next level. We wish them good luck and then and represent the Free State. Now, as I said, I don't know. From your point of view, this is what happened at Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know whether you can see this. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see.
These are the
I can see. Yeah.
These are the coaches at Chiefs. You have Mlifin Tseki, you have Stuart Baxter, you have Gavin Hunt, you have now we have Kelvin Johnson, and then there was
Atazwani,
Arthur Zwane,
Giovanni Solani.
yeah, Solanis, there's Steve Compella. Now, what is wrong? Is the problem with the coaches, or is the problem with the players, or is the problem with management? You're talking about 7 coaches in a very short space of time. What's your take?
Yeah, but Saubrey, I think for me, I've always been consistent in criticizing Kaizer Chiefs management for wrong business decisions that they are taking. Chiefs have changed, the way they used to do things. It was every player's dream to play for Kaizer Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
It was Kaizer Chiefs' dream to always get the best players in the market. But things have changed now. Management is just sitting in some dark corner waiting for players' contracts to expire, then they sign them as free agents. Look, there's nothing wrong with signing free agents as long as they are good players. But I still question, the signing of Lebo Manyama, the signing of Kamabilia, Leonardo Castro, Keegan Dolly, the whole Sundowns crew, Ramashon Pasele. I don't think Kaizer Chiefs needed some of those players. Kaizer Chiefs have always been a player who would sign, young or middle-aged players, not players who are close to retirement. For starters, look at Keegan Dolly. What is Keegan Dolly doing at Kaizer Chiefs?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he still there?
Mm-hmm.
Why was Lebo Manyama signed?
Mm-hmm.
Why was Sitebe? What happened to the Sitebe we used to see at Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Duzim Danzani we used to see at Cape Town Spurs?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chiefs just go for Deadwood. Sorry, I'll use that word Deadwood. Kaizer Chiefs are signing Deadwood. They're no longer going for cream a la cream like they used to do. Kaizer Chiefs management, maybe Brake took a backseat trying to give his kids, the chance and the opportunity to grow and learn the game. But I think he also needs to mentor and guide them because the decisions that are taken by Kaizer Chiefs management leaves a lot to be desired.
Now, before
look,
you go there,
I'm not.
before you go there, let me ask this. Oh, you are right. No player doesn't like Chiefs, even now. Chiefs is a big brand. It has that attraction. Every player wants to play for Kaizer Chiefs. But now they are shut of themselves. Now, the question is the problem lies with the scouting team? They don't scout good players, or they are lacking people who are doing a very good scouting. There's a whole lot that is being speculated. We hear that Sangoma Motaung said Brake need to reconcile with the Nene family. is that really has some credence or credibility, or it's a question of not having the right people? Of course, the late Iwit Nene was a very good scouter at Kaizer Chiefs. And then, look, he unveiled people like Teenage Ladler, you name them. So now, you need to, what is the problem? Is it the scouting team a problem, or they don't recruit right coaches? Or is a question of what you said, um, them being stingy? Let me put it that way, blindly, them being stingy, don't wanting to spend money, wait for the players to be out of contract and then sign them. Because even now, I still ask myself why they could not take Coach Peter Musimane. Because I think Coach Peter Musimane, he brings a team with him. And then, moreover, that he said himself that he's a fan of Kaizer Chiefs. He has always been a fan of Kaizer Chiefs. So I don't know. So yeah, just comment on those issues that I raised. The Sangoma story, the issue of what you call the issue of
Scouting team.
scouting. No, let's forget about coaching. I mean, they've had about 7 coaches now. So I don't think the blame is there now. Let's look at other department. What is the issue? Yes.
But Saubrey, you know, when you set up a scouting team, you need people with football brains. Okay. You look at what Screamer is doing at Pirates. Look at Maswangai, Ndavaithetwa, you know, Tim Miguel, you know, all the players that have been signed at Pirates. We see quality. You look at the bench. Now they signed Thabiso Libizo. So in the right back position, you'll have Thabiso Libizo, you'll have Banele Sandy, you'll have Thabiso Munyani. That's competition. 3 players competing for one position. You look at what Sundowns is doing. They've got the Mambu.
Are you saying that because you are a Pirates fan?
No. I'm tapping into Sundowns now.
Yeah.
They've got, you know, all their former players like Mambush who are there. And you look at the quality that they bring, you know, to the team. Now the question is, does Kaizer Chiefs have a scouting team? And if they do, who forms that team? Kaizer Junior played football, but not for a long time. So I don't trust him as much as I trust these old men. So basically, you would need, you know, I think bring back the likes of Dr. Kumalo. Bring back, you know, former great players. I mean, you have
once you have touched on that, Doctor said he's not liked at Kaizer Chiefs. So it's out of question. So that's what he said. They said there are some people who don't like him there. So we don't know what's happening. And then he also mentioned the issue of you know, Dr. Motaung, you know, and then what is his role now when things are happening this way? Is he there to give guidance? And then the other thing that I would like to mention, I saw one of the article whereby Bobby Motaung said they are going to bring up youngsters from their development, which is the strategy that was adopted by Barcelona. I've been saying this all along, that why can't they look what Barcelona did? Barcelona realized that they cannot compete with Real Madrid. Madrid has an unlimited pocket, all right? So they then said they are going to focus on La Masia and develop the players. But what they also did, they made sure that they buy quality 1 or 2 players. Remember, they brought Ronaldinho. People are making a mistake. The rise of Barcelona started with Ronaldinho. Not with Ronaldinho only. It started with Rivaldo. Then from Rivaldo, it went to Ronaldinho. You see, they had 1 or 2 players, 2 quality players. So I think this is what Kaizer Chiefs should do. And then I don't know whether, I mean, they can Google how La Masia is set up, and then how do they scout and all that, or they can visit what you call Barcelona and start to learn. We know that Dr. Patrice Motsepe said he had a meeting with Laporta, and then Laporta shared very good knowledge with him because he wanted to turn Mamelodi Sundowns into a Barcelona of South Africa. So what's your take about that?
Saubrey, you mentioned something very important. That, the rise of Barcelona started with Rivaldo, Ronaldo. Those are my homeboys, the Brazilians.
Yeah, the Brazilians.
Yeah, look, Saubrey, the great special one, Jose Mourinho, made a statement that still stood out for me even today. He said, big teams don't build, they add. And what you've just said confirmed, what Mourinho has said. Kaizer Chiefs have been building, and you can't build as a big team. You need to add. You look at what Sundowns have done. After the departure of Pito, they didn't build. They continued to add players. Pirates did the same. Lodge left now, but Lodge has been with the team for 7 years. Players came and left. Lodge was still there. So I'm just making an example, to say you need to add. Right. And going back to Kaizer Chiefs, we will also need to bash the player. I cannot only put the blame on management only. Players have to shoulder the blame as well. Now, you look at Orlando Pirates at the moment, they have Umaswanga. He's making things happening at Pirates. You look at Sundowns, they've got Umshishi. Umshishi is making things happening at Sundowns. Who carries Kaizer Chiefs on their shoulders? Who's the outstanding player at Kaizer Chiefs?
You know what?
The players don't rise to the occasion.
You have said something very important. I looked at Kaizer Chiefs. They can't put their passes together for a while, okay? It goes to that one. If it goes to the next one, they lose it. And even their passes, they leave much to be desired. A guy is passing, but he kicks the ball. It goes with a force, And not only that, those are the things that I saw. Not only that, they pass. You know what? The ball doesn't go straight to his teammate. It's somehow crooked. Then the next person must run. Look how Messi passes. Look, I don't know whether you saw Jomo. Jomo, how he used to passes. It will definitely land on your feet. You wouldn't struggle. I don't see that at Kaizer Chiefs. You're absolutely right. The players too. Are they really training how to pass extra? Because that's another thing. Kaizer Chiefs players, they lose too much balls. They lose too much balls, which is worrying. The goalkeeper himself, well, maybe we didn't want to blame. He was going one side for all the penalties. All right. Remember, penalties. It's a guess game. All right. So, but you can't go one direction. And there were people. The fans were very angry. There was this guy. I don't know whether he was a muthi man. The referee had to say, "Hey, move on." I don't know what was happening. And then are we reliant on those issues? And then I take that one and link it with the Sangoma Motaung, all right? Are we so much reliant on those issues, then end up not focusing? Tell me your comment on those issues that I raised.
Yeah, look, we are African. We'll always believe that those things work. Fortunately, I don't believe in those things. So, yeah, the muthi guys, I'll have to put it aside. Saubrey, you mentioned one thing that, Kaizer Chiefs players don't connect. Brilliant as individuals, but failing as a team. So they don't link up, to produce, good football. I mean, I grew up a Pagania. And I used to watch a lot of Kaizer Chiefs games. I fell in love with a whole lot of players. Dr. Kumalu, Jabu Pule, National Ngomashe, I would Thabo Moki, Tabang Pandalidis, I would choose and pick, my favorite players within the Kaizer Chiefs team, even though I didn't like Kaizer Chiefs. But let me be honest with you. Looking at the whole Kaizer Chiefs team now, I don't think I have a favorite player. I don't think there's any player that's actually, doing it for me. I see average players. We go and sign Abu Gonzalez. We go and sign Abu Christian Saile, Chivavaviro. How do you sign a 30-year-old? You can't do it a 30-year-old. Don't get me wrong, Brasobi. I think we have players who can do better than Christian Saile. We have players who can do better than Gonzalez in South Africa. We do have talent. The only problem is, are we looking at the right place?
No,
it
but
goes back to
let me come
the scouting team.
Let me come in there. Are we fair enough to Dr. Motaung? People have been complaining that he doesn't buy. So he has bought your Said, as you said. He has bought your Castillo, as you said. He bought players, and then look, maybe when they were recruiting them, they were impressive. So we should not just blame him as such, But I think they need to reflect. They need to review their strategy. All right, Thabinho, in the closing remarks, and then let's wish Kaizer Chiefs the best going forward. In closing remarks, what do you say? What you would like to see Kaizer Chiefs doing so that we close?
But I think we need consistency, and at the moment it's a problem because the coaching department they keep on chopping and changing, so you can't have consistency when you keep on changing. Now the boys were playing under Muthi. Muthi is gone. They're playing under interim coach Kevin Johnson. Johnson is interim, like we are saying. So soon they'll be getting a new coach, and that coach will come and want to buy his own players. Okay, that's another building phase. And at Kaizer Chiefs, a team like Kaizer Chiefs, you don't expect them to go through 9 years without silverware. History will absolve me here. When Kaizer Chiefs had a very, very bad season, they would win one trophy.
Okay.
Not go 9 years.
Okay. Yeah. I was saying closing remarks. And then I think also the coach need to share the blame because the rumors are saying the coach says, I don't need players. Okay. So if you don't need players, and this is the kind of players that you are saying you should play with. But thank you so much, Thabinho. Much appreciated. We wish Kaizer Chiefs good luck. I'm sure they'll sit down and review and start checking and sort things up. The fans are really, really complaining. And then good luck. Chiefs is a pride of South African football. And then as much as today we didn't discuss Swallows, it's a little bit worrying at what's happening at Swallows. There's so many rumors, oh GWAS. And then these are the traditional teams that build our league. Thank you so much and much appreciated. Bye.